try something a little bit different. We were going to do yoga today. Yoga is about breath. It is about flexibility. It is about strength. It is about balance. Okay. So with yoga today, this is my first time teaching yoga. I need you guys not to interrupt, because if you interrupt, it goes to somebody else's screen. And when that happens, they don't see me. And I need you guys to be able to see me, because we're going to try a whole group of exercises. And we're going to repeat them a couple times, and then we're going to do a couple at the end. Yoga is really, really important. I think in my own personal life, sometimes I get upset. Do you guys ever get upset? Probably. And yoga is a good way for me to find my center, to calm down. And it allows me to take a breath between things. So what we're going to get started right away is called a sun salutation. So I'm going to back up so you guys can see me, and we're going to go through this whole routine. So make sure you have space to be able to do this. Okay, what you're going to do is we're going to start by breathing, and we're going to go up, and then exhale down and touch our toes. After we touch our toes, we're going to come back up so our back is flat, not all the way up. And then we go down. We're going to jump back into our plank. We hold it in our plank. We're going to go down to the ground and then push ourselves up. Push, and our legs are still on the ground. And this is called upward dog. Okay, so we are holding ourselves up, pushing it up. We're holding it for a little bit. Then we get back into a plank by raising our midsection. We're going to be putting the weight back on our feet. And then we're going to push our weight back and try to put our heels on the ground. And this is called downward dog. We're going to hold this for a second. And then we're going to jump in, back to our hands, and stand up and breathe and come back to center. We are going to do that whole thing again. So we breathe. We go down and touch our toes. Back up. Then we go down. Jump back. Hold your plank down to the ground. And then push your head up. When you're doing this, make sure your shoulders are not close to your head. You want to push your head like you're a turtle coming out of your turtle shell. And then you're going to go back to your plank. And then into downward dog. Pushing our heels against the ground. And then we jump our hands up. And we come back up, breathing. Excellent job, guys. Take a deep breath. We're going to do that whole thing one more time. So we breathe in. We go down and touch our toes. Up to a flat back. Down, put our hands on the ground, and we jump back to a plank. Then we let our weight go down to the floor, and we push up into upward dog. Getting our shoulders, our head out of the turtle shell. Then we put our feet on the ground, and we come back into plank. Into downward dog. We jump up and we breathe and come back to center. Excellent job. We're going to continue breathing. Raise our hands. Go down. You are going to jump back to plank. This time it's going to be different. You're going to raise one leg into the air. And you're going to swing it through till it's between your hands. Your back leg is straight. Your front knee is bent. And then you're going to come up. And you can either stay here. Or you can extend your hands. And we'll call this crescent pose. Crescent pose. We're going to hold it for here just for a little bit. Then we are going down, putting that leg back into plank. And then we are jumping up and we are breathing. Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So we come up, we go down, touch our toes. We jump back into plank, raise the other leg, and you're going to swing it through till it's between your feet. It's okay if this is hard. Then you're going to come up, and you can either have your hands in prayer, or you can have your hands up in the air. And we're going to hold crescent pose. Then we are going down. Put our foot back in plank. Jumping in. Standing up. You guys are doing great. Good deep breath. We're going up again. Go down and touch your toes. Jump back into plank. Swing your first foot, your right foot for me. And then this time, we're going to come up into crescent pose. But now we're going to push with that back leg and come up and try to balance in airplane. So we're on one leg, and you can put your arms out like you are a propeller plane. You could be a jet and keep your arms back. Or you could be an extra long plane and go straight forward. But you are trying to hold your balance. Now here's the hard part, is we're going to try to fall back into crescent pose. And then come down, back to plank, jump up, and breathe. Just like the last one, we got to do the other side. We go down, we touch our toes. Jump back into plank. Swing the other leg through. Come up to crescent pose. Push with that leg and up into airplane. And see if you can balance. Keep breathing. Falling back into crescent pose. Back down to plank. Jumping in and standing up, breathing. Now we have one more move. The last thing I want you to do is we're going to try to do a pose called tree. You're going to take one foot, open your hip a little bit, and put your foot inside your leg. Should go out to the side, and then you can keep your hands here, or you can put your hands up if you have good balance. You can see that I wobble. That's okay. I'm doing my best. That's all I want you guys to do. Okay, you are stepping out, and then you're going to try the other leg. You should figure out one leg might be better than the other. Excellent job, guys. Fantastic. Now again, we were lucky today because it's another wonderful day. So what I want you guys to do, okay? I would like you to practice some of those moves the rest of the day. But I also, even more importantly, want you to get outside. I want you to play. I want you to run around. I want you to skip, run, jump, bounce, jumping jacks, throw a ball, kick a ball, have some fun with your brothers and sisters. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow you will need a ball. So hopefully I'll see you guys on Zoom. If not, check out my video on Seesaw.